The influence of the Victorian arts and crafts movement can be seen here in this part of suburban North London, in the cottagey dormers and chunky chimneys here. But Damien's come to see a house steeped in 21st century craftsmanship. Kenwood Lee House. Up front, the building echoes the proportions of its polite double-fronted neighbours, but round the back, things really start to swing, with an immaculately finished glass box containing courtyards, open stairs and sunken levels. The RIBA judges admired the skill and enthusiasm with which exotic and expensive materials have been deployed throughout. The house was realized by Ziomek, a builder, for him and his wife Ivona. They both arrived in the UK from Poland in the mid-90s. From humble beginnings to master craftsman, Ziomek now employs 100 people, and his firm worked on House in a Garden that we saw earlier, as well as 2017's nominated Highgate House. But he's finally managed to make time to build a house of his own.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Hello, hi, to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Wow, stunning house.
And that care can be seen in the frameless glass dormers, the perfectly finished concrete, the junctions of materials, and the tiniest of brass door details. Kenwood Lee House has a basement level that contains a sunken carport, gym, games room, guest rooms, and cinema. It connects to the ground floor through a light-well courtyard, up to a living and drawing room at the front of the house, and an open-plan kitchen and dining area at the back. The first floor has 4 bedrooms, and the top floor their master bedroom suite. Ziomek and Ivona put everything on the line by remortgaging the business premises to finance the project, but the results have been worth it.
Wow. I mean, walking inside here, it's just fantastic. The level of execution, the level of detail, the level of thought is mind-blowing.
Of course, this is lots of details and lots of long days and nights designing, changing.
The interior is a joyous celebration of perfectly selected and finished materials, exemplified by the massive board-marked concrete-lined hall, designed by Ziomek and Ivona with the architects Ben and Yelena Cousins. With a house this size, a concrete middle could be dark. The way around it? Just get rid of some floor.
The 2 sides of the house are connected by bridges with a staircase which is kind of floating.
But floating staircases are not the only engineering marvels here. Down in the basement, a ton of glass literally has been used to make the mother of all patio doors. The technological basement also houses the gym, spa, cinema room, and a sunken carport that's straight out of a Bond villain's lair. Mind you, when you're exhausted after a long day building award-winning houses, you do need somewhere to escape to.
Wow. And we're upstairs, the master suites. I mean, I can see why you put your main bedroom up here. You've got all the views and all the light out to the back.
What shines through in this house is Ziomek and Ivona's unrelenting passion to build a home that never compromises on quality.
There's real pride in the craftsmanship here. And the results, well, they speak for themselves.
So there we have it, the last 5 long-listed and lovingly crafted houses that are vying for a place on this year's shortlist. Will it be the sunken temple to craftsmanship, House in a Garden? Or greenhouse built as beautifully as a piece of furniture among the oaks? Silver How, a meticulous marriage of the ancient and modern? Or Ghost House, a modernist love letter to concrete and symmetry? Or could it be Kenwood Lee, a passionate labour of love and a hymn to quality? John Pardee, chair of the RIBA's judging panel, can reveal all.
What have you shortlisted, John?
We've shortlisted one project, which is the greenhouse in Devon. So it's a lovely setting. Trees, pastures, water.
Why shortlist this project?
It's original. It's all quite quirky, but actually it works with the site.
Yeah.
It creates exciting spaces.
It's a very evolved, exquisite woodland shed there.
It's an incredibly beautiful woodland shed, yeah.
So there you have it. The shortlist is now complete. But which of these will be crowned House of the Year 2019? Nithurst Farm, weaving historical ideas into modern family life. Pocket House, squeezing light and joy-filled spaces into a teeny urban site. Restorative Rural Retreat, a tranquil balm for humans and nature alike on the Isle of Man. Black House, a Scottish shoreline sanctuary that treads lightly on the place. Secular Retreat, an almost geological building perched atop a hill. House Lessons, a subtle but delightful series of quiet sheds in rural Northern Ireland. Or Greenhouse, a lovingly crafted timber wedge nestled into a wooded hill. All exemplary, all in with a chance to win. And that winner is, well, I'll give you a clue. It's not in a city. It's House Lessons in County Down, a seemingly humble arrangement of two simple joined buildings, but joined and detailed beautifully and with great care. It's an example of how someone really clever can take humdrum everyday materials and transform them into something glorious, all for the price of an average detached house. And the clever clogs behind it is the architect Kieran McGonigal.
Really? Unbelievable. Can't believe that.
I've come to meet Kieran, as well as the owners Sylvia and Michael, who commissioned him to design House Lessons.
Kieran.
Oh yeah, how are you, Kieran?
Kevin, how are you?
Very well, you?
And my husband, Michael.
Michael, yeah. Congratulations on winning, guys.
Humbling experience. It's been really unexpected, but we're really thrilled.
And Kieran more than proved his worth, creating a house that is a lesson in pragmatic elegance. It's composed of two simple single-story blocks, one with the living room and kitchen, with a mezzanine office above, and one with a single corridor with 3 bedrooms off it, connecting to a shared courtyard. All this for a budget of £350,000. It is when the house looks like it costs twice that. Kieran's genius lay in his orchestration of inexpensive materials like plain engineering bricks and concrete. His masterstroke was to focus on a single important junction, one horizontal line where walls meet the ceilings.
Everything hits that same horizontal. The white space above is almost completely uninterrupted.
Yes, and it will bring a domestic scale to the otherwise tall spaces.
It's a simple yet mesmerizing device that yields ethereal white vaulted spaces in every room, while at ground level all feels human and practical. Sylvia and Michael did splash out on the floor, though. It's a beautiful terrazzo, concrete embedded with crushed marble. House Lessons is disarmingly modest, carefully organized, and enchanting. It bewitched the RIBA judges. This was up against some really heavy hitters. Is that an easy winner to choose in the end?
No. No, as you say, we're up against, it's David and Goliath at one level. There's some big hitters in there. This one, through its modesty and its just sheer strength, and its thought and its sophisticated elegance, got there. I mean, I hope buildings like this give a message. You can do something this good at that cost. That's wow.
You know, somebody once told me that a great idea need cost no more money than a really bad one. This place, of course, is testament to that. Proof that for the money with which you could buy an ordinary 3-bedroom bland box of a home, you could instead build something outstanding like this. An award-winning home. All you need to do is to follow the example of Michael and Sylvia. Find yourself a great architect like Kieran and go on this great big architectural adventure. Become patrons, commission something special and make your mark in the landscape.